Hello everyone, and welcome back to Kindred Spirits on the Roof. Last time, we had our little study session, learned a little more about Sachi, one of our ghost friends, a bit about what happened when she was alive, or how she died, I should say. We also finished cleaning the room for Maki and Aihara senpai, and Maki found the room. So now we're going to go back in time and return to Maki and Aihara senpai and the secret room, as it's being called. And I'm excited. Are you? Let's get into it. On that day, I became friends with Aihara senpai, the wonderful senpai I met just after starting school. I admired her from the moment we met, and since then, I've only grown to like her more and more. I confessed my feelings to her that day. It was odd, since we're both girls, but I couldn't contain what I felt for her. I delivered my letter to her in secret, asked her to come to the roof, and I told her that I loved her. Aihara senpai had looked a little troubled, but she listened to my confession so maturely, and she said she didn't really understand my love, and that was a little disappointing. But she said we could be friends, that she'd be able to love me as a friend. She said we should start there and figure out the rest as we go. I'm so happy. Yeah, I don't know, it usually doesn't end well when you've got like this, love me as a friend, let's start as friends. I mean, I'm sure things might be different for these two, but you know, we'll figure it out. Aihara being busied by people bothering her, asking favors of her. Senpai's amazing, too amazing. I've been hanging out with Aihara senpai during lunch and after school since then, at every chance I can. It's because I want to spend as much time as possible with her, of course. And yet, I knew that this happened since the day I met senpai, but she really gets asked to do a lot of stuff by a lot of people. Someone says something to her every time we take a few steps down the hall, and it's always to ask her to do something. And I knew senpai was the vice president of the beautification committee. I knew the beautification committee has kind of a reputation as general handy women, but this is way too many requests, isn't it? There are people who ask her to do things they're completely unrelated to. So I like, before we go on, I like that they say handy, that Maki says handy women, not handy men. It's a nice touch. They're just asking her to do odd jobs because they know she'll do them. What's that about? Anyway, that's why senpai roams around on her lunch break and after school to do all these things. She can really do everything they ask her to, so it's super amazing, but it means we've got no time to chat together at all. I'm sorry, Maki-chan. No, it's fine. It's not fine. It's not fine, Aihara senpai. Why don't you give me attention? Too nice. Too nice. I'm pretty good at manual labor like this, so I've been helping out with all sorts of things too. Thank you, you're a real help. But like I mentioned, manual labor is really my only talent. I don't know, for a small girl like you, that's quite an impressive feat. You might not think it's the most attractive thing, but geez, it's good to be tough, especially when you're small. I'm small. I wish I had good manual labor, strength, skills. I realize it still doesn't mean we can relax and chat together. By the time senpai finishes with her work every day, we already have to go home, and we split in opposite directions when we leave the gates. We can't talk at all. This isn't good. I want to talk about all sorts of things with Aihara senpai. I don't want to get in the way of her work, of course, but senpai could have a little more time to relax, couldn't she? I don't think I'm wrong about this. Senpai needs times to relax and chat just as much as I do. But how can I make that time? I mean, she can't go down the hall without someone talking to her. It's the same when we borrow a classroom somewhere to do work. It even happens in the faculty room and on the school grounds. Which means we could relax if it was somewhere no one would find us, right? Yes, that's it. I just need to find a secret place that only Senpai and I know about somewhere in this school. A hideout just for the two of us. Man, I totally get that. That whole idea of like not getting that private time with the person you like and you feeling like you don't have enough time to spend with them, that's, especially when you're that age, that's incredibly relatable. Okay, so secret room 2. Let's find it. Don't worry, Maki. The ghosts are on your side. We will find your secret place. I used all my breaks trying to put my plan into action. My plan to find a place to relax and chat with Senpai. Just the two of us. But where would be good? The Hoshikan building? That might not work. It has a lot of rooms, but they're all busy and well used. It's the new building, after all. Classrooms, reference rooms, labs. If people were looking for Senpai, they'd definitely be able to find her there. Keys are kept in the faculty room, and I have padlocks and stuff at home, but it's not like I can just stick them somewhere without asking. Yeah, that is extreme. You want to put padlocks on a door so no one can disturb you? That's a little... I don't think the school would approve of that. In fact, I remember just having padlocks for my lockers in high school, and you had to have like a school regulation padlock to put on your locker. You couldn't bring one from home. You had to buy it from school, and it had to be like the right color and the right brand. It was so dumb. You had just a wrong lock, and that was just for lockers. I don't know what would happen if you tried to lock the doors. Couldn't get a padlock on any of them, though. God, that's a nice track field. It's a nice building, too. The second floor is lodging rooms that you can't use without permission, but they're pretty nice with mats and stuff. Damn, school's part lodging. That'd actually be kind of cool if you could sneak into there, hang out. It's really like a castle here. I mean, it was one originally, so that's no surprise. Oh, that explains it. It's a historical building. That's pretty cool. I wish we used more historical buildings for, like, schools and other new buildings. And we do. And by we, I mean in the United States. We do. We use tons of historic buildings, reuse them. But I always think that's super cool to reuse that stuff. Looking around all these places I'd never even seen before just made me fall in love with this school even more. I can't believe I get to go to a school that has new buildings built right with these old ones. And I met a wonderful person like Ihara-senpai, fell in love with her, and became friends with her, and now we can be together. Well, don't jump the gun there, Maki. If I were just able to talk to her alone a little more, if she starts liking me a little more... I really have to make this plan succeed. Firmly decided on that, I resumed my search of the school. Yeah, I think that's how I was with my first love, too. I was like, I can make her love me. She just has to get to know me. Of course, I spend my lunch periods and after school time with Ihara-senpai, though not every day. This time we're taking care of something a teacher asked her to do, together. She was asked to move some materials, carrying 10 boxes from the entrance to the reference room. Is this really something you need to ask Senpai to do, though? So I thought, but I didn't say anything. None of the boxes were particularly heavy, but they were big and there were a lot of them, so it would take a few trips. Well, I could walk with Senpai, so I wasn't too mad about it. It was a chance to talk, too. Sorry to make you help me with this again. It's fine, really. I'm good at this sort of thing. I can't mess this up unless I trip or something. They're pretty heavy, aren't they? Huh? No, not at all. Yeah, they're totally light. I'd be able to take 2 at a time if they were just a little easier to carry. Be You really are strong, Maki-chan. I have a little confidence in my strength. My family does construction, so I'm always carrying something or other for them. You did say that, didn't you? We talked like this, little by little, and I learned a bit about her while I told her a bit about myself. I was happy about it, and it was fun, but the boxes were kind of in the way. I really need to find that secret place soon. Aihara-senpai? Yes? Is the beautification committee always this busy? I joined the committee too, but I don't get as much work as you do, senpai. Yes, I joined the beautification committee, so that I can help senpai as much as possible. You know, I don't know what the beautification committee does specifically, but I can guess, and I feel like Maki might just join that after pure interest, because, I don't know, seems like her thing. Yes, I suppose I get special treatment. People just ask me to help with many things. The work really does go directly to senpai. Aihara, learn to say no. Put your foot down. Your feelings matter. You don't have to do every favor. You have value, and your feelings are valid. We're just having the same conversation on repeat. But I suppose this will all end around October. Huh? Why is that? For a moment I thought about a day when senpai would be free of all this hard work and got excited. Because third years have to retire from their committees in October to study for exams. Ah, that's right. Senpai is a third year. Retire. And then graduation. That's right. Senpai's graduating next spring. I'm really sad all of a sudden thinking about senpai leaving this school. We've just met. I've just fallen for her. We've just become friends. I want to love senpai even more after this, and I want her to love me more too. But she'll graduate long before me. My heart feels like it's being squeezed. It hurts. I want her to like me even more, as more than a friend. I want to make that a reality. I just want to talk with her about anything we want, just the two of us. And when I thought that, senpai, yes? I couldn't stop myself from asking. Senpai, what do you think about homosexuality? What? Wait, I'm jumping too far ahead. It's not like I really think of myself that way, or like I didn't realize it or anything. But I really do like you, senpai. I love you even though you're a woman. Senpai, really? So if you're not okay with that sort of thing, or you don't like it, I really do love you. Maki-chan, calm down. Right. What the heck am I saying? Let's see. I don't really know much about homosexuality or anything, or what I feel about it, or whether you are or aren't, Maki-chan. She doesn't really know, huh? Well, I don't really know either. But I do like you, Maki-chan. Huh? It's like I have a little sister now. You're so cute. Oh, that's the worst. That's the worst. She sees us as a little sister. Ugh. Oh, you're killing me, senpai. What? Well, I guess I'm happy about that. But is that like a step back from friends? It kinda is. Then, senpai, which do you like better, men or women? Oh wow, Maki. You know, I like Maki because she's so straightforward and she knows what she wants and she's committed. And she's like, I have a thing for you and we're gonna figure this out. Which do you like better, men or women? Let's decide this right now. Huh? Well, I don't really know about that either. What about you, Maki-chan? Oh, Aihara, stop trying to Deflect. You know what Maki-chan likes. I like you, senpai. Thank you. I like you too, Maki-chan. Why do I feel like we're not on the same page here? There's a little disconnect. Yeah, she's definitely just avoiding the question. But I can't really be more direct, can I? No, you can't. But I kind of admire your confidence and your commitment, Maki. Don't worry, we'll find the place. Cool. Okay. Let's see. So now I think we go down to the 31st. Back to the day where Yuna finished cleaning the room. And let's go to the secret spot. I thought I heard a noise. It sounded kind of like something soft falling off a shelf. I was in the inner building. I didn't even know how many times I'd been there now. I was still searching for a secret place. I didn't care if it was the week before exams or the week of exams either. And now those are all over. Nothing could stop me anymore. Oh, but I did remember to study, of course. I don't want Senpai thinking I'm stupid because my grades were bad. She might even get worried and tell me to spend time studying instead of helping her. Either way, I made time to search around the school grounds, and the most likely place to find a hideout for us was the inner building. The building's only used by third-year students, and it's old. Since it used to be the main school building, it's full of spare rooms. Many of them are basically storage now, since there's no other need for them, like that reference room. Yeah, the reference room, a place special to Senpai and me. Was that where the noise had come from? Right around there? I walked deeper into the hallway. Oh, I heard it again. I thought I did anyway. It's like the applause on the roof when you confess. Same thing's causing that. You have a couple ephemeral cheerleaders looking out for you, Maki. Guardian angels or something. That's right, it's super dirty in there, isn't it? Even if nobody comes by, it's still kind of gross if it's covered in dust. And we wouldn't really be able to relax in all that mess. But I guess I should look while I'm here. I put my hand on the door and took care to open it quietly. Anybody in here? It's got windows, but the shelves in the middle of the room block the light from getting through. I think there was a light. I searched for the switch by the door, flipped it, and turned on the light. Then everything was visible. I glanced around and thought, this won't do. Yeah, I guess it's just good for storage. There's shelves, boxes, and so much other stuff. The box I brought in here that day is still around, too. It's not like there's nowhere to stand, but you couldn't really relax in here. And there'd be nowhere to sit. Ah, this won't work either, huh? Right as I sighed and turned to leave the room. Huh? I heard that noise again. It was even clearer than it had been before. It was coming from deeper inside the room. What is it? A chill ran down my back. Is this school? It's an old school and an old building. But somehow my curiosity won out. Yes, don't be scared, Maki. They're friendly ghosts. They want to help you. Was it back here? A large shelf blocked the far side of the room near the windows, but looking closer at it, I found enough space around it for a person to get through. Whoa, you can't see this from the entrance. Beyond that gap. Oh! There was a little open space. Between the windows and the shelves, it was only about 1 meter wide and maybe 2 meters long. There were all sorts of things stuffed into the back of the space opposite the gap I'd gotten in through, and at the very front of that pile. Is this a couch? There was a couch that would seat 2. Huh? A couch? Really? I ran over to it in awe. It looked pretty darn old, but still in decent shape. The back was torn, but you wouldn't be able to see that if it was sitting up. This is like the perfect size for this space. No way, this can't be. The back of this practically unused reference room. And a couch we could both sit on. Light bleeds through from the curtains, and it's a bit dusty and dirty in here, but I can clean this up enough that we can use it. I found it! I finally found it, a secret place where Senpai and I can be alone. First I need a broom and a rag. I ran off to grab things to clean with. I pulled Senpai by the hand down the inner building hallway. We can't run in the halls, so I was just walking quickly. I proudly opened the door of the room, leaving the lights off. The weather was good, so the windows cast light into the room well enough.
Maki-chan, また汚れちゃうわよ。あ、はい。ここもそのうちちゃんと掃除しますね。こっちから入ってきてください。こっち？どうぞ。
Yay, she's surprised.
先輩、座ってください。結構ふかふかなんですよ。
Oh, it's cute. Senpai sat down and I sat next to her. In our hideout, just for me and Senpai, the two of us, side by side on the couch.
どうです、先輩？びっくりした。私が見つけたんです。そうなの。ここもっといろんなものがあったと思ってたんだけど。そうですか？でもちょうどここだけぽっかり空いてたんです。それにこのソファー、そこの奥に置いてあったんで使わせてもらいました。そうなの。
It's still a little dusty, but I can't do anything about that. I'm still not finished with my cleaning. I'll have to find some time to do that. I want to make the entrance a little easier to get through and cleaner, but still concealed too.
ね、先輩、ここどうですか？どうって素敵なとこでしょ？ゆっくりできるでしょ？そうね。とても落ち着ける場所ね。でしょ？
I'm so happy. I think Senpai likes it too, and I finally found it after all this time, a place no one knows about but Senpai and me. The light that comes in from the windows just glitters in here. Oh, that's the dust, but I don't care right now. Here I can relax and chat with Senpai. I bet we'll be able to talk about all sorts of things we can't usually.
ねえ、先輩。何？先輩、忙しいからいつもは無理でも、時々でもいいですから。ここに来てゆっくりしませんか？できれば私と一緒に。マキちゃん、私もっと先輩といろんな話したいんです。いつもいっぱいお話ししてるけど、ここでならゆっくり先輩とお話できると思うんです。もちろん先輩一人でもここに来ていいんですよ。ちょっとゆっくりしたいなとか、疲れちゃったなとか、今日はちょっと頑張りすぎちゃったなとか、ここんとこ働きすぎだなとか、そういう時に。
Oh, that's super sweet. Maki's really grown on me. I like her.
私そのためにここ見つけたんですから。マキちゃん、 ありがとう。嬉しいな。こんなとこに休憩所を見つけてくれるなんて。マキちゃんってすごいのね。そんな、偶然なんです。偶然見つけたんです。ちょっと入ってみたら偶然。
No, come on, Maki. Before you were talking about how you found it. It was your discovery.
ここだけの明かりも欲しいし、
Take credit.
テーブルがあればお菓子も食べられると思うし、ほこりっぽいのはアロマでもあれば。あんまり私物化しちゃダメよ。ここ一応資料室なんだから。そうですね。でもそうね、時々はここでゆっくりしましょう。
Sorry guys, trigger finger.
いろんなお話しましょうね。
Yay, Senpai likes it. She said we can come here together and we should talk. I'm so glad I found this place. I'm so glad I found somewhere Senpai and I can relax
ね
together.
え、マキちゃん。
Senpai's sitting there, right next to me. We're sitting together.
今日はもうちょっと時間ある？
There's just a little bit of space between Senpai and me. But I hope that space will shrink. I want to be able to sit closer to Senpai. I wanted to close that distance little by little.
それじゃもう少しゆっくりしていきましょう。
Starting today, little by little. So this became our hideout, a secret place for Senpai and me where we could relax and chat. I can't believe I found a place like this. This school really is the best. I'm so glad I came here. I love this school and Senpai. That was super sweet. I liked that. That was a nice continuation from their story. I wasn't too fond of it in the beginning because it seemed so like stereotypical, but what I think makes Maki really different from the underclassman who's usually in that position is she seems to have like some drive and agency, and she's still like kind of shy because she doesn't know how to act in front of the person she loves, but it doesn't stop her, and it's very endearing. Cool. Okay, is that all we have? Yep, nothing unlocked here. Okay, so I guess the last thing for us to do is this. So this is on the 17th of May, and that looks like Sasa. So I guess, ooh, new perspective. I'm super excited. I know I say that about everything in this game pretty much, but let's get to it. So this is, I believe this is the same day when they have the interview. But maybe it's not. So Umi and Sasa are just, Umi's still trying to persuade them to go to this event, which I don't know. Was it ever said what the event was? I don't know if it was, and I don't remember. Umi started trying to wake Nena up as if she had no idea how that would go. Just leave her be already. The always noisy Umi, who pulls the two of us around everywhere, and the always sleepy Nena, who really does fall asleep sometimes, and me, who just plays it cool while constantly dealing with these two. We've always been together, before starting school here, and the whole time since. It started in middle school. We all happened to end up in the same class. We hadn't known each other's names or faces at all before that. I didn't know anything about Umi until that first time she talked to me. It was right after our first homeroom of the school year, after the entrance ceremony. Umi spoke to me out of the blue. I'd already begun developing my nasty personality back then, and I think I was pretty defensive during that first conversation. But Umi paid that no mind and dragged me over to Nena's seat with no explanation. I think Nena had already developed her sleepy habits by then too. I'm pretty sure she was face down on her desk napping. And Umi had suddenly declared, with no preface, "Hey, isn't it funny how our names are 1, 2, 3? This must be fate, right? We should be friends." What is this chick, an idiot? I thought. Just because we're 1, 2, 3 and the kanji in my name is pair, not 2? I thought it was stupid and tried to go home, but Umi had grabbed my hand. I glared at her, and our eyes had met. They were just absolutely sparkling, like she thought there was nothing at all wrong with what she said. I already knew it. There's no getting out of this. She's going to drag me around no matter what I do. And I was right. We've been together ever since. I guess we've been friends, the three of us, with Umi at the center. "Hey, Sasa!" Whoa! I felt a poke on my arm and turned around to find Umi's face right in front of mine. Too close, too close. What? "Here, have some of this soda." Huh? She was holding out a plastic bottle with the cap removed, intentionally covering the label with her hands. This is one of her new recommendations. "You got some weird thing again, Umi?" "It's a new kind of soda. You can't go wrong. Come on, drink it. It's really not good." "Why do you always buy this stuff? And why do you make me drink it?" "'Cause it's fun. You've got to try out new stuff with your friends, don't you think?" "That's right, you guys are friends. You do everything together, including going to the bathroom. Even when you don't have to." There it is again. Umi really enjoys stuff like this, and that word, friends. She always pushes it on us for the tiniest reasons, with no regard for how we feel. Come on, drink it. Really, she doesn't care at all how we feel. Don't you understand? You've already had some of that. You've put your mouth on it already. Even if you were friends with them, would you really try to get someone else to drink it? I guess it's fine if you're friends, huh? Yeah, I get it. I took the bottle from her and brought it to my lips. I could tell it was a little wet already, and my heart was ready to burst out of my chest. I tipped the bottle back to hide that fact. The carbonation popped against my tongue. It was sweet, and the flavor that spread through my mouth, what was it? A little bitter. Well, how is it? It's kind of strangely bitter. It's a new bitter melon soda on sale today. You're the worst. I thrust the bottle back out at Umi. Who the hell came up with this flavor? Some idiot? Die. You really gotta drink shitty soda with your friends, right? I'm not sure that's how it works, Umi. Okay, you're next, Nena. Nena, come on, wake up and drink this. No way, I'm not gonna drink it if it tastes bad. She really just does whatever she wants, that Umi. Why does she impose herself on people just because they're her friends? Even with someone like me. I know I look a little unapproachable. My hair has been long since I was a kid, and I was teased for looking like a ghost or a monster in kindergarten because of it. My eyes look a little sharp without any makeup, and now I purposely emphasize that. And I had a typical case of 8th grader syndrome in middle school. What does that mean? I've actually heard of that before, but I don't remember what it actually is. It's some weird Japanese cultural phenomena, apparently. But yeah, I don't remember the Japanese for it. But yeah, the 8th grader syndrome, it's interesting. Look into it if you like cultural phenomena, especially that of Japan. Or phenomena, I should say, not phenomenons. That's not proper English. Phenomena. If you like cultural phenomena, especially Japanese cultural phenomena, 8th grader syndrome's pretty fascinating last time I checked. Umi with her insistence about friends and friendship. It's so bad I sometimes wonder if she has a condition or something. She's really curious, and she loves things like events and new products, She's the type who can have fun no matter what happens. Yeah, I don't know if that's a condition, Sasa. I think that's just like an optimist, happy-go-lucky personality. It's not a mental condition, despite what you might think. That's a pretty sweet smile she's got. Oh, and she has more piercings, too. Again, I don't know how she gets away with that. Even in public high school, I would have had to take all those out on the spot if I had more piercings than just the low. She acts on her ideas as soon as she has them and without thinking them through. It makes her seem kind of unstable. Nah, she's just a spontaneous teenager, very typical. But she doesn't hide anything, so you know when she's happy or mad. She's friendly and can get along with anyone, never timid about introductions. I've known that since we became friends. And she's weirdly stubborn. That's probably part of the reason for her friend thing. She has all sorts of things I don't. I'm not jealous, but I admire her energy. She's loud and just plain annoying, but she's my friend. She is, and yet... We picked Kokono Tsuboshi girls together, passed our exams, and started school here. Umi really was just a friend to me before that, a precious one. But on the day of the entrance ceremony, when I'd seen Umi in her new uniform, my heart had throbbed. She's spoken to me the same as she always did, but I found myself unable to reply. I thought it was just my imagination. I hadn't understood it. But the feeling I'd felt then had stayed with me. It hadn't faded. And it had grown. It had become clearer to me. I'm certain now that I love Umi. I'd realized that just a little while ago, a year after our entrance ceremony. I wanted to hold my head and scream again, like when I found that notebook I thought I'd hidden away. Ever since then, I've been trapped between heaven and hell. Every time Umi talks to me, or hugs me, or smiles at me, I'm so happy I could soar. But I don't let it show on my face. I'm just as curt and cruel as always. Then I regret my attitude and get depressed. Every day I'm thinking stupid thoughts like earlier when Umi gave me the bottle and I thought, this is an indirect kiss, isn't it? I wonder if this will ever end. Do people really think that? Like, I remember growing up and to me, like, sharing a bottle with someone, like, even with someone you liked was just like, whatever. Indirect kiss, that really is stretching things, I think. I don't know if that's a Japanese cultural thing, or if American students feel that, or American kids feel that way too, but I've never felt that way. Club started as always, and we reviewed our noon show and planned for next week. Umi took control as usual, Nena and I provided some kind of banter, and we eventually got our work done, and Nena stood up unsteadily at what appeared to be a good stopping point. Let us guess what's coming next. P, I'm coming with. Come on, Sasa, you too. Yep. What? You don't need to go. It's fine. We all go to the bathroom together. After all, we're friends, aren't we? Why does Umi like going to the bathroom together so much? Is that like on Umi's friends checklist somewhere? It probably is. What? You're coming with me? Can you cut that out already? Nena and I were both pretty stumped about this. Oh, come on, let's go. Everybody up. You don't have to get so excited about going to the bathroom. What did I tell you? Ah, yes, I remember that scene. Umi walked past me, dragging Nena by the arm. I wasn't jealous that they were holding hands or anything. After all, Nena's my friend too. But I do sometimes wonder what I'd think if it were my hand she were grasping. After all, I love Umi. I love her. I wonder what would happen if I told Umi that. I don't think Umi dislikes me or anything, but I don't know if she'd accept my love, my desire for a relationship with her. That wouldn't normally happen. My feelings are weird. It's strange that I love Umi even though we're both girls, that I love her so much. Even Umi would be a little freaked out by that, wouldn't she? Nena too. And if I freaked both of them out, I know our friendship would be over. If that happened, Umi would be sad, I bet. I don't know about Nena. Either way, the three of us wouldn't be able to hang out like this anymore. That can't happen, so I can't say it. I love Umi, but Nena is my precious friend too. We can only be friends with Umi at our center. I can't ruin what we have now. Things are fine as they are. But, come on, Sasa, hurry up. I love you, Umi, and I want you to know. That's sad. I'm sorry, Sasa. It sucks when you feel like you can't tell your feelings. Though I've never had that situation where I thought it would ruin a friendship. I mean a friendship with the person who I was into, but not with like a third party. Cool. All right, let's go on. I think we've got another scene. Now this is, I think, the same day as the interview. Maybe we'll find out. May 21st. We've got a little time. I think we can fit this last scene in. Oh yeah, here we go. Nena, we were just looking for you. After school on Monday, it was as we were heading to the third-year classrooms in the inner building, preparing to interview the captain of the track team for our noon show. Some girl called out to Nena. Who's that again? She looks really familiar. No, it's been a while. It's been since the day before yesterday, I think. Did I see you the day before yesterday? I heard you on the broadcast. I'm not gonna fall for it. You won't trick me into mentioning we saw each other this morning and yesterday. I think she's Ano Fuji. We were in the same class last year. I suddenly recalled that she was talking to Nena on the train this morning. It was quite the conversation, though Nena didn't seem to think anything of it. And next to her is... who again? I think she was in our class too. Ano-chan, Tomi-chan, hello! Hey, Umi-chan, Sasa-chan. Hello. Tomi. I moved my head a bit as a lame excuse for a greeting. Well, who cares? I don't even really remember her. Nena, I brought the DVD I said I'd lend you. Oh, really? It's rare for you to bring something only 3 days after saying you will, Ano. Just leave it to me, but you know, I forgot it in the classroom. I thought so. What is with this conversation? It's like they're in a totally different dimension. Umi and Tomi look dumbfounded, too. Sorry. Could you come back to my class? I'll give it to you. She's really asking that when she's the one lending the thing? Nena's never gonna go to that trouble. She's gonna say something like, tomorrow's fine. Geez, what am I supposed to do with you, Ano? Sure, I'll go with you. Huh? I bet you just forget it again if I asked you to go get it. You've seen through my plan. Huh. Nena's going with Ano? Does that mean that Umi and I are going to be? No, wait a minute. Hey, Nena! See, Umi would never let Nena leave, and we're in the middle of club activities. Sorry, Umi, there's stuff I want to use for our show on that DVD. If I don't borrow it now, who knows when I'll be able to. Sorry for the trouble. Well, if you have to. You know how to use the voice recorder, right? Good luck with the interview. We got it. Come back after you borrow the thing, okay? Sure. I'll just borrow her then. Hey, I'm the one borrowing. Huh? What's going on? This means... Well, let's go, Sasa. I'll be alone with Umi? So, I think I brought this up before. I don't know why these first scenes with the characters aren't voiced. It makes way more sense for me to have, like, their introductions voiced, because then I get, like... Then you get the voice in your head as you're reading the dialogue, but... I don't know. I just wonder what their decision was for voicing certain parts of the visual novel and leaving other parts silent. But, yeah, either way. A chance? Is it my chance? Is this a chance to confess to Umi? Oh, calm down, me. We're in the hallway of the inner building. It's not like we're really alone. There are plenty of people passing by. What if they heard me? Not to mention, you just said it could ruin your friendship with the trio. It could break up the triumvirate. It's like worse than... God, I don't know. What broke up all the famous triumvirates in history? It probably wasn't love. No, it was like power struggle, like in Rome and stuff. But still, like... If you confess... I mean, I want you to confess. We all want you to confess, Sasa, but... Anyways, and we'll always be together, the three of us. As long as Umi's here, we can be together. So a chance like this will come again. That's fine. I can wait until then. Come on, Sasa, let's go. Yeah. Yep, I don't know, Sasa. Gotta decide. Huh? Nena's still not back? Oh yeah, 'cause she fell asleep with Fuji, or with Ano. Fuji's her second name, right? Yes. Our interview with the captain of the track team ended without incident. We were alone again when we returned, but I didn't get any chances there either. So Sasa, like, what? So first you're saying you don't want to confess because you're afraid it'll ruin the friendship, and then you're thinking about confessing, and then you're deciding it's not okay to confess, and now you're deciding you want to confess. Is this like pendulum swing of emotions, part of your personality? I mean, it must be, but it's interesting. I just wonder if it's going to come in play, or how consistent it will be with her character writing. She hates putting effort into anything. She's always sleepy, and she can fall asleep just about anywhere. She's a grade A oddball. Or she's got something physically wrong with her, or mentally, some stress or something. I'm just saying, it's not really natural. You think people like Umi have a condition? People like Nena have a condition. That's like narcolepsy or stress-induced sleep. It's real. I dealt with that in high school. It's not good. But this is a light-hearted visual novel. I doubt we go into the medical problems of our characters. But strangely, I feel like I can trust her. She's reliable as a friend. She's that kind of person. Though she sometimes disappears to go sleep somewhere, like now. Well, she's a good friend. That's good to know. Geez, what should we do? Should we go get her? Let's just go home. What? We can't do that. Let's wait. We're her friends. That's right. Friends go home together. Well, I thought she'd say that. I knew this would happen, but I said it anyway. I just want to see you get mad or bummed or sulk when I say cold stuff. I'll wait. Jeez. I sat in my usual seat and picked up a random magazine lying around. We'd have to kill sometime, I figured. What would Umi do? Would she really go look for Nena? Wait. Uh-oh. The infamous, I'm gonna braid her hair, and or my love interest is gonna braid my hair, and I'm gonna get all flushed because she's touching me. This is classic. Classic. Wait, she's touching my hair?
Umi?
Okay, and so this part's voiced, and so I don't get it, because it's not just these CGI scenes that are voiced. We've seen voices for the regular interaction, so again, what is the common thread? I just feel like the introduction to the characters would be best to voice over something like this, but what do I know? It's why I don't make visual novels. That's not an answer. Why are you suddenly touching my hair?
いいな、笹の髪って。黒くて綺麗で。まっすぐでさ。
Umi said, pinching some of my hair and lifting it up, then letting it drop back down.
こうしても、さーって元に戻るの。いいな、サラサラで。別に普通だろ。
Shit, my face is burning. I hurriedly looked away, facing forward to hide how red I was getting.
そんなことないって。いいな、笹の髪。私こんな癖っ気だから憧れる。もうすぐ梅雨でしょ。ああ、もう今から憂鬱。湿気が多くなると私の髪爆発するんだもん。知ってるよ。面白いもん。ああ、気にしてんだからね。
Yeah, but since it's cute that your hair bugs you, like when you pull on it trying to get it to stay down.
いや、大変なんだから。倍くらいに膨らんでさ。笹にはわかんないだろうけど。わかんない。
It's true, short hair. My hair's short too, and I wake up and it's bigger than it ever is that when I have it down or wet.
ああ、もうね、笹、三つ編みしていい？は？こんなに綺麗で長いんだもん。そりゃ見事な三つ編みができますぜ。やだ。しめ縄じゃなくてちゃんと可愛いのにしてあげるからさ。やだ。変な癖つくんだから。いいじゃん。友達でしょ。なんでもそれで解決すると思ってな。
That's right. Friends let other friends braid their hair. Come on.
ねえ、いいでしょ。
Don't make your voice sound all weirdly sweet. I can't say no to that.
好きにしなよ。
Umi's fingers combed through my hair. She separated out one bunch, then two, then a third. Then she braided them. I felt tugs on my scalp as Umi's fingers moved, conveying the movements of her fingers to me. I'm losing it. I'm so happy I could die. Umi's touching my hair. She's braiding my hair. What kind of happiness is this?
ねえ、ササってトリートメント何使ってるの？忘れた。なんとかプレミアムだったかな。やっぱりプレミアムとかついちゃうやつなんだ。それって結構高いよね。どうだろう。確か2500円くらいするやつ。
Holy shit, that's like $250, right? Damn.
うちなんてドラッグストアで安売りしているのばっかりだよ。それも詰め替えよ。しかもリースインでさ。買ってくるたびに変わるんだよ。先月はソフトインワンで、今月はシーブリーズで。もうちょっと年頃の娘の髪のことを考えてほしいよね。
I know that your shampoo changes every so often. I can smell it when you jump on me or when you're right next to me. The smell changes every so often, so I noticed.
笹の髪、私のもこんなに綺麗だったらな。別に海は海でいいだろう。私海の髪結構好きだし。
What am I saying? I said I loved her hair, that is. Yeah, it's, you didn't quite confess in that breath.
そう言われると嬉しいけど。
Happy? You're happy, Umi? What do I do? What do I do? Should I say it? Should I say I love you too, Umi? We're alone together right now, right? I can say it now, right? What do I do? What do I do? Say it.
海？そうそう。なんか耳赤くない？
Shit, she's on to me. Huh? Oh, Nena, you're finally back. She's back. she's back. I was frozen, covering my ears, trying to hide them. The door in the broadcasting room had opened and Nena had walked in. She saved me. Maybe. Huh? You two didn't go home? What are you doing? I was bored, so I was gonna braid Sasa's hair. Sorry, that was a really poor read. I don't know what came over me. Whatever, you're done now, right? Let's go. I shook my head, shaking off Umi's fingers. It comes apart. Oh, wait, Sasa, I'll fix it with a brush. You don't want it to curl, right? It's fine. It'll go back on its own. What? Oh, it really did go back. I'm jealous. I have no idea what would happen if Umi brushed my hair in front of Nena. I thought you went home ages ago. How could we leave without you, Nena? Right, Umi was waiting for you. What? You were waiting too, Sasa. You just made me wait, Umi. My heart rate's gone back to normal, at least I think. Good, I'm glad nobody noticed. Ooh, we got more. I thought we were going to go back to calendar. And we left the school together, the three of us, like always. Me and Umi and Nena, talking about all sorts of things, like usual. Umi brings up something random. I give her a half-assed reply. Umi gets a little mad and tries to get Nena on her side. Nena's sleepy. Umi wakes her up. Just like always. Yeah, this is fine. Today was a close one. But I managed to get through it without anybody finding out. I couldn't say it, but that's fine. I'm glad the three of us can stay together as friends. That's what I think, really. I'm fine with this for now. For now. I'm sure I'll get a chance to say it sometime. I just have to tell her then, and if I can't, then nothing will change. The three of us can stay together. And I'm sure Umi wants that more than anything. Yeah, you're in denial, Sasa. You're not fine. And you want to confess because you keep switching in like the same day, like what your feelings should do. But anyways, cool. Okay, so it's about an hour, so I'm going to end this video here. So next time, I think we're continuing with Yuna. Back to Yuna. Ooh, I'm so excited. And we're in June. New month. All right. See you guys then. As always, thanks for listening and take care.